big castles and the big old English house and all the antiques, and the garden was so beautiful. And they really fixed up the garden. They really did a real garden, and it was just gorgeous. Ever since, I've always wanted to have a secret garden.
Play as time goes by.
You must remember.
It's hard to imagine anyone but Ingrid Bergman being considered for the female lead in Casablanca.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
At that time, Ingrid Bergman had been signed by my father, David O. Selznick. She had not made that many films yet, and people didn't know quite what to do with her.
Kiss me. Kiss me for the last time.
After looking at a screening of Casablanca, my father wrote a telegram to Hal Wallace, producer of the film Casablanca. My father seemed to love telegrams because he got to speak uninterrupted. My father was somebody who didn't like to be interrupted. This telegram is dated November 12, 1942. Dear Hal, saw Casablanca last night. Think it is a swell movie and an all-around fine job of picture making. Told Jack as forcibly as I could, that's Jack Warner of course, that I thought it would be a terrible mistake to change the ending.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You tell me, how could they not even think about using that famous last line? I have a few minor suggestions to make, and if by any chance you would care to have them, I will be glad to pass them along. Classic David O. Selznick line. Mike Curtiz's direction was, as always, splendid. He is clearly one of the most competent men in the business. I am most grateful to you and to Mike Curtiz for the superb handling of Ingrid.
I tried to stay away. I thought I would never see you again. Then you are out of my life.
Thanks to you two, and of course to Ingrid. The part seems much better than it actually is, and I think it will be a benefit to her, and therefore, of course, to me. I'm also grateful on Ingrid's behalf and my own for Arthur Ailes' superb photography of Ingrid. But then, the job of photography of the whole picture is excellent, and is to no small extent responsible for the picture's mood.
You knew how much I loved you. How much I still love you.
Ingrid is obviously going to be what I have for so long predicted, one of the great stars of the world. The demand for her services is, of course, tremendous. In deciding who should have outside pictures with her in the future, and should you and Mike have a really important vehicle for her, the way in which you have kept your promises in regard to her is going to bring you the dividend of special consideration. Cordially and sincerely yours, David O. Selznick. It turns out my father was right. The film ended up winning 3 Oscars, including Best Picture. Here's looking at you, kid.
We need to be able to talk about politics and the future of democracy in order to help protect it.
But there's politics in everything.
Every Friday, Ben Mankiewicz and special guests discuss some of the most significant political films of all time.
It grabs you by the throat and it makes you listen. They realize that politicians could be sold like dog food.
What they did in that film is still possible today.
It's all out on the table for Making Change, hosted by Ben Mankiewicz, Fridays at 8 p.m. on Turner Classic Movies.
like that.
Of course.
Well, you suggested it yourself once, didn't you?
I was only joking.
Well,
Yes, I was.
well, had you started to think about it a little?
Maybe I said it, but I didn't really mean it.
Well, I say it again now, and I do mean it. Frank, listen to me. I'm not what you think I am. I've made a big mistake in my life, and I've got to be this way just once to fix it.
Behind you for a thing like that.
Oh, but not if you do it right. And you're smart, Frank. You'll think of a way. Plenty of men have.
You haven't did any harm to me.
Darling, can't you see how happy you and I would be together here without him?
I've been waiting a long time for that kiss.
When we get home, Frank, then there'll be kisses. The kisses with dreams in them. Kisses that come from life, not death.
I hope I didn't wait.
Hello, we're here on the world-famous Warner Brothers studio backlot.
It's where tomorrow's blockbusters are made today.
But we think you're the kind that's more interested in the golden age of Hollywood.
That's why we're proud to announce the all-new TCM and Warner Brothers Studios Classic Films Tour.
There's going to be all sorts of new stops, like the property department.
Oh, they'll get to walk through the Rose Garden.
And I'm excited for them to see Old Termite Terrace.
You can't forget about Midwest Street.
You know what? I'm thinking that maybe it's better if we just went ahead and showed them.
So many great films were shot here. Casablanca, A Star is Born.
Cool Van Luke cut off the parking meters right there.
The gangster film was born right in these gutters. This gutter, that gutter.
You know, the drag race from Rebel Without a Cause was shot here on Stage 16.
All right, boys. Hit your light.
And that, my friends, is just a taste of what you'll experience on the Classic Films Tour here at the famous Warner Brothers Studio. For more details and book now, go to wbstudiotour.com. And remember, no two tours are ever alike.
already show a swell notice. So now all we got to find a packed house.
Yeah, but did you hear how the paper snapped your special?
What's the difference? Nobody reads the paper anyway.
Who's the clumsy dame with the 2 left feet? I never saw her before.
Well, you're going to see a lot of them from now on. She's Ruth Eaton's sister.
Oh, yeah? Since Ruth is practically engaged to the manager, we'll probably see her whole family in the show. Yeah, her mother could leave the Zulu number, and Papa could take tickets at the door. Oh, I wouldn't talk that way, girl. Ruth has always been pretty regular with the chorus. Mr. Grant, come here. What is it? Hello,
Hello, girl. What do we got on the plan now, huh?
Oh, Mr. Grant, you know me. My motto is, if you can't say nothing good about nobody, don't say nothing at all.
Mitzi!
Oh. Hello. How are you?
Oh, please, Joe. You know I don't want Laura to see anything.
Why? Doesn't the little sister approve of a girl using her fiancé?
You know we haven't announced our engagement yet.
Well, what about the ring? Doesn't that mean? Why aren't you wearing it?
Well, I didn't want Laura to see it. At least not yet. Joe, will you hold it for me so we can find a way to send Laura home?
Now, see here, Ruth. I've got a terrific investment in this show. You're going to worry about Laura. It might affect your business. Now, we'll manage to get her home somehow. Leave that to me. In the meantime, just keep your mind on